Beautiful people, welcome back to another video here on Heart Hustle. It's always a joy to have you with me in this space because here we talk about relationships in a real and honest way, but also with depth, bringing reflections that can truly change the way you live your love life. And before we get into today's topic, let me ask you something. If you enjoy this kind of honest conversation, if you feel this content adds value to your life and opens your eyes to things you may have never thought about before, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Leave your like and hit the notification bell because that really helps our community grow. Now, today's subject is delicate but essential: the difference between being protective and being controlling. Many men confuse these two attitudes, thinking they're showing love and care, when in fact they're suffocating, restricting, and even pushing their partner away. And here's the tricky part. Most of the time, the man doesn't even realize he's being controlling. He honestly believes he's taking care, but what he's actually doing is creating an invisible prison inside the relationship. And here's the central point. Every woman values feeling protected, safe, and cared for by her partner. But no woman likes to feel monitored, controlled, or treated as if she doesn't have autonomy. There's a very fine line between these two things. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 key differences that separate the protective man from the controlling one, so you never cross that line. And so you can be the kind of partner she admires, respects, and wants by her side for years to come. Top 5. The way you show care. A protective man knows that small gestures can make a huge difference in a woman's day. He sends a message to make sure she got home safely, offers help when he sees she's overwhelmed, or even pays attention to little details like bringing a jacket if the weather changes. These gestures may seem small, but they show genuine care and attention. A controlling man, on the other hand, demands to know every step she takes, insists on constant updates, gets irritated if she doesn't answer right away, and turns what could be a loving gesture into an interrogation. The difference is clear. The protective man makes her feel cared for. The controlling man makes her feel watched. And here's the truth. When a man is protective, a woman naturally gives back because she feels loved. But when he's controlling, she begins to pull away because she feels like she's losing her right to breathe. Top 4. Respecting personal space. A protective man understands that his partner has her own life. He respects her friends, encourages her to spend time with her family, supports her hobbies and passions, and celebrates the fact that she has an identity outside the relationship. That shows trust and confidence. A controlling man does the opposite. He complains when she goes out with her friends, gets annoyed when she dedicates time to work or studies, and even criticizes her when she simply wants some time alone. That kind of behavior suffocates the relationship because it makes her feel like she needs permission just to exist. Here's the key difference. Protection encourages growth. Control restricts it. One makes her blossom and become a stronger person. The other makes her shrink, feel smaller, and even afraid of making simple choices. Top 3. Everyday decisions. In every healthy relationship, decisions are shared. A protective man knows this. He gives his opinion but also listens to hers. He makes suggestions but is also willing to compromise. This shows the relationship is a partnership where both voices matter. A controlling man, however, insists on having the final say every time. He decides where they'll go, who they'll see, what they'll eat, or what movie they'll watch. And often he hides behind the excuse that it's for her own good. But the reality is, he doesn't consider her choices at all. This creates a deep crack in the relationship. Over time, she stops speaking up, stops sharing ideas, and starts feeling invisible. That's how trust and intimacy slowly erode. Top 2. The way you express jealousy. We all feel jealousy at some point, but there's a big difference between healthy jealousy and possessive jealousy. A protective man, when he feels jealous, can express it in a mature way. He talks about his feelings, shares his insecurities, and together they find ways to strengthen their bond. This kind of jealousy shows he cares, but it's balanced with trust. A controlling man turns jealousy into a constant problem. He demands passwords, checks her phone, monitors social media, suspects everyone, and even throws accusations without evidence. This doesn't show love. It shows fear, insecurity, and lack of self-confidence. Here's the truth. The protective man shows love, the controlling man shows fear. And living under the weight of fear destroys relationships faster than most people realize. Top 1. The intention behind the attitude. The biggest difference between protecting and controlling lies in intention. A protective man acts out of love. His goal is to see his partner happy, safe, and fulfilled. His gestures come from a place of genuine care, and she can feel that clearly. A controlling man acts out of insecurity. His gestures come from fear, mistrust, and a need for power. Deep down, he doesn't want her to be free, because he's afraid that if she realizes her freedom, she might not need him anymore. And believe me, women feel this difference. They know when they are being cared for out of love, and when they are being suffocated out of fear. Now I want to invite you to reflect. Which side have you been leaning toward? Have you been the protective man, who cares with love and respect? Or have you been slipping into controlling behaviors that slowly poison the relationship? Recognizing this is the first step to changing your approach and building a much healthier, lasting connection. If this video made sense to you, go ahead and like it, share it with that friend who might need to hear these truths, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next videos. Here at Heart Hustle, we always bring practical tips and deep reflections so you can live a relationship that's light, passionate, and full of real intimacy. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. It was an absolute pleasure to share this moment with you, and I truly hope every word helps you become a more self-aware man, ready to live real love. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and stay well.